Have you been considering pursuing a career in the growing world of health and wellness coaching? Or maybe you have a career in a related field such as physical therapy, counseling, or some other area, and you'd like to integrate health and wellness coaching into your practice. Or perhaps health and wellness coaching it's simply become an important part of your own life personally, and you're curious, is there a way to take that passion and turn it into a career? Regardless of what brought you here, in the next few minutes, we'll give you the key concepts, tools, and resources to determine the best next step for you and your career pursuits, including the how, where, and when to get started toward making the most of this opportunity, both in your career and your life. I'm Dr. Bradford Cooper of the Catalyst Coaching Institute, where we partner with those looking to be a catalyst. If you've not yet hit that subscribe button down below, that's an easy way to tell us you like what we're doing here. Health and wellness coaching is currently a $7 billion industry, and it's projected to show strong additional growth in the coming years. It's attractive to a wide range of individuals who want to integrate coaching into a current career, such as healthcare or fitness, or maybe they're looking to create a more flexible lifestyle. Maybe all of the above. The future of health and wellness coaching is bright, but what are the keys to actually getting started? Step one is to move forward in becoming a truly qualified health and wellness coach. Years ago, an individual could just decide out of the blue to call themselves a health and wellness coach, regardless of qualifications. Fortunately for all of us, that's changed in recent years. The National Board for Health and Wellness Coaching, or NBHWC, is now in place to differentiate between those people simply calling themselves a health and wellness coach and those who are actually qualified to be a coach. Yes, there are still people who call themselves a coach without actually being qualified. This often includes people selling supplements or individuals who think posting fitness photos on Instagram makes them a credible health and wellness coach. However, the number of those so-called coaches are diminishing quickly as more people become aware of the standards that now exist for any health and wellness coach who wants to be taken seriously. If you decide health and wellness coaching is the right route for you, you will absolutely want to start by pursuing your certification program through somebody approved by the NBHWC. The time involved to complete a qualified certification program generally ranges from 4 months to 2 years, depending on the program design and on your focus. We'll provide some additional details about the NBHWC and how to choose the best certification for you in the description section down below. Now, once you've determined the best path to earning your certification and the credentials to be recognized as a qualified health and wellness coach, the next step is to determine where you want to put the skills to use. Do you want to start your own coaching business? Work for a national health and wellness provider? Or maybe integrate your skills into a current role as a physical therapist, counselor, physician, or some sort of similar setting. There's also the option of combining a couple of these if you would like. For example, we have many healthcare providers pursuing the coaching certification that then start a small business on the side. They just want to earn some extra income. By the way, that's one of the nice things about the coaching. You have very limited expenses outside of the initial certification. So while it can make for an exceptional full-time career pursuit, it also fits well into a part-time schedule. Due to the limited investment on the front end, even if you only plan to invest 5 to 10 hours a week in this aspect, there's a high probability of payoff over time. As a health and wellness coach, you also have a variety of options in terms of settings. Coaching can be provided face-to-face, telephonically, digitally, or some hybrid of the three. You might work from home, out of a physician's office or health club, or in a more traditional office setting. Your setting will be up to you, depending on the path that you choose for yourself. Now, with the how and the where dialed in, the last step we'll touch on today is the when. When should I get started? Obviously, nobody can answer that for you except for you. However, here are a few questions to consider that, well, they've been helpful to other people. And the first one is, why am I considering this path in the first place? Is this part of some clear vision that I have for my future? Or is it just the next hot topic that happens to have my attention right now? It's not unusual in life for the plan to become clear as we move forward with a purposeful action like earning our certification. However, even if you don't have the exact path figured out, it's wise to pause and reflect about, how does this fit into my career and my life before you invest the time or the money to do so. Number two, speaking of investing your time and money, is there an ROI or return on investment for the money piece of this whole equation? Depending on which organization you select for your certification training, you're likely going to invest somewhere between $2,800 and $10,000 or maybe more. While the cheapest option isn't necessarily the best choice, do the more expensive options really pay off for you in the long run? Or are you just paying more for essentially the same outcome? Along the same lines, many certification programs will offer something like a 6-month no interest option. That's a nice option for a lot of people, but taking advantage of such an offer, be sure you have a plan for how that fits into your broader financial situation long term so you don't get stuck. Number 3, lastly, it's important to consider the who you choose as your partner in your certification journey. You have plenty of good options, but the key is to find the best one specifically for you. Some programs, well, they're designed to be, frankly, more of a certification mill with limited support or personal connection. On the other end of the spectrum are those that are within the university system, and they're structured as such, with a little more paperwork and administrative elements that are involved. The best option for each person is different in terms of which one fits you. Take the time to speak personally with a few of your top choices. Get a flavor of who they really are and whether their style fits you and your approach, beyond simply looking at some fancy website. Becoming a certified health and wellness coach is very personal. You want to be confident that you'll have the support you need, both short and long term. If you're serious about getting started as a health and wellness coach, we have plenty of additional resources to help you along your journey at catalystcoachinginstitute.com, which you can see that link down below me. And there are plenty of freely available additional videos that build on what we've talked about here on the YouTube coaching channel to help you, including this one right here. It'd be a great place to start if you've got a few more minutes.